Now let's begin that top division doubles match with Inaki and Manu against Goixerri and Urbieta. And Inaki and Manu 5-2 this year. Goixerri and Urbieta 6-1. These two teams played all the way back on January 28th, and it was Inaki and Manu with the straight set wins 6-5, 6-5 though. So coming down to the final point in both sets, handing Goixerri and Urbieta their only loss this year. See what the rematch has in store beginning right now.
Inaki serves, the match begins. Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Manu, backhand. Urbieta from the 12 line. Manu from the 11 line, hard throw. Rebote coming out. Forehand rebote, straight back. Inaki cuts it off the 8 line. Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Urbieta again to the inside. Manu from the 12 line. Inaki, Hilo, stopped by Goixerri. Goixerri throws it high, perfectly read and caught by Manu. Here's a backhand by Inaki. Rotate forehand, that's in play. Floater, stopped by Inaki at the side wall. Urbieta, backhand from the 12. Manu is there. Rebote at the sidewall, dropping. Inaki has it. Drop shot. Scores. First point. Hard-fought point for Inaki and Manu of the Chargers. Cyclones, rather. Chargers are purple, right?
Yes, they are. I think they're playing. It's coming up this week. But Inaki, the best shot maker in Division I doubles this season. He's averaging 5 kills per match. Goixerri just a little bit shy of that total. He's doing it a variety of ways, though, and mixes it in very well. Splitters, drop shots, 2 walls, filos. If it exists, Inaki will throw it.
There's a backhand by Urbieta. Manu is there. Urbieta to the inside. Manu on the catch, backhand from the 10 line. Beautiful catch now by Urbieta, pulling it off the side wall. Manu steps in, backhand from the 10. Manu, wall-to-wall from the left side. Rebote by Goixerri. Catch by Manu. Here's the backhand. Beautiful catch by Urbieta. Manu from the 12. Rebote forehand to the inside. Scoop. High on the left side of Manu. Big backhand. Urbieta's there. Goixerri from the backhand. Low bullet, stopped in the air by Inaki. Play to the outside, stopped by Goixerri. His return will score. Well done, 1-1. Goixerri serves.
Goixerri prevailing in the shot contest up in the front. Filo, that's been Inaki's go-to the last month or so.
It's been working for him.
Yeah, but Goixerri's a little bit quicker and reads the ball just a little bit better than most. Able to get to that one on the outside. It actually caught it on the left. Throws the costado, got it to open up and score.
The ability to catch a difficult ball and then throw a difficult shot from a difficult position. That's Goixerri. Great catch by Inaki. Off a hard serve by Goixerri. Then Inaki does that. Here's the backhand by Manu. Manu to the inside. Ball tipped in the corner. 2 points for Inaki and Manu of the Cyclones. Inaki serves. I'll tell you, you do not see Urbieta miss many balls.
You don't see him miss many. I mean, that one close to the side wall, but in Division I this season, he's 5th on the roster. I mean, of all players across 2 doubles teams, over 70 qualifying players.
Manu down low, backhand from the 11. Wall to wall. Urbieta coming out. Inaki cuts that off. Here's the backhand. Beautiful catch by Urbieta. Manu takes it in the air, backhand from the 10 line. Rotate forehand, fired sidearm, scooped up by Manu in the backcourt. Ball tipped at the sidewall. 2-2. Goixerri serves for the Renegades.
It'll be interesting to see as this match progresses how Goixerri and Manu adjust to the lack of rest that they got between their matches. There was a hard-fought one to begin. They both played extremely hard, and now coming a 10-minute break and then coming right back out for their next one.
Powerful serve by Goixerri. Caught well by Manu on the left side. Goixerri, forehand Urbieta. Manu advances, takes it in the air at the 10 line. Urbieta, backhand from the 12. Manu's backhand. Wall to wall, Urbieta forehand by Goixerri. Beautiful catch by Urbieta off the side wall. Inaki reaches up. Here's the backhand from the 9 line. Stays inside. Urbieta dropping. Scoop by Manu. Urbieta forehand. Goixerri attacks. He'll let it pass. Low runner, caught in the air by Inaki in the front court. Manu from the 10 line. Catch by Inaki. Inaki's placements. What an effort by Urbieta. This is in play. Hard throw. Goixerri for the Urbieta. He makes the save. Inaki cuts it off. Inaki with the filo. Stopped by Goixerri. Goixerri's powerful forehand. Stopped by Manu.
Whistle was blown.
Juggling is called on Goixerri.
Wow.
Point 4. Inaki and Manu. They lead 3-2.
Well, Goixerri vehemently disagreeing. Not going to change the call, but it is interesting to see, and we'll take a look. Goixerri may have a case there. It's tough because sometimes it rolls onto the tip, as you see in that case, and other times it bounces out of the middle of the basket. It's a tough one, but not reviewable, won't change. 3-2. Cyclones lead.
Here's the backhand. Swung caught by Inaki. Backhand. Urbieta from the 12 line. Powerful backhand. Here's Manu. Manu's low runner. Scooped up by Urbieta. What a catch by Goixerri. Low and hard. Inaki's there. 2-all. Safely played to score. 4-2, Inaki and Manu, the Cyclones. Inaki serves.
Yeah, it's a little more reckless than we're used to seeing Goixerri at a point, and it cost him. He got trapped inside, and Inaki just had to land the 2-all in. And
he's a fiery player, and he gets hot. Tempered as opposed to playing. We've seen it rarely, but we have seen where he can be a little reckless at times. Again, it happens maybe once or twice a season. It very rarely happens to him, but he gets his composure back pretty quick. Urbieta 2-all. Goixerri's on it. Stops it. Carom by Goixerri will score. Well thrown. 3 points for Goixerri and Urbieta. Goixerri has a serve.
Well, Goixerri got him with the carom. Didn't end up throwing it to the net side. Ended up throwing it more as a split placement line. Inaki overran it. And this one is tough to control on the left side when you make the adjustment late. See here, overruns it, got it on the tip, but just can't control it.
There's a backhand by Manu. Urbieta from the 11 line. There's the backhand. Urbieta. Here's the backhand from Urbieta. Urbieta coming out. Urbieta forehand by Inaki. Straight back. Urbieta's there. 13 line. Excellent catch by Inaki. Inaki drop shot, read by Goixerri. Goixerri with the filo to score. 4-4 is the score. Beautiful shot by Goixerri. We're all tied up. Goixerri has the serve for the Renegades.
4-4 here. Goixerri ties it up with that filo. Inaki's go-to shot. Goixerri throws it pretty well too.
Filo's got a unique name. It's the outside placement from the costado, referred to the edge of the knife. It just cuts. I mean, it just does. You just blast it outside.
Take the sidewall out of it, comes up on the opponent quickly, opens up away from him. A lot of good things happening there.
It's a hard serve by Goixerri. Well caught by Manu. Urbieta left side, little clip off the sidewall, puts it on the forehand of Manu. Manu powerfully, backhand by Urbieta. Manu overhead, backhand to the inside. Manu again, this time from the 11 line. Powerfully thrown, wall to wall. Rotate forehand, straight back, powerfully thrown, and Manu is there. Manu again from the 11. There's a backhand by Urbieta. Urbieta from the 12 line to the inside. Urbieta now from the corner on the backhand. Manu from the 11 line to the inside. Here's the backhand by Urbieta. Manu, forehand from the 12 line. Urbieta. Played by Goixerri, cut off on the return by Inaki. Urbieta forehand saved by Inaki. Goixerri winds up. Costi to the inside. Manu passes on the scoop, throws it hard from the costado, caught in the air by Goixerri. Beautiful scoop by Manu. Manu powerfully from the forehand, goes wall to wall, back to the inside. Goixerri's there. Inaki bails. Manu's there. Urbieta forehand. Goixerri tracks it to the 7 line. Drop shot attempt hits the pad, and the pad is bad. 5th point for Inaki and Manu of the Cyclones. Possible set point.
you know, it's tough sometimes. You see the opponent all the way on the outside of the court. You want to get the throw off quickly, but you also have to make sure that you give yourself enough time to execute the shot. I mean, if you don't give it a full wind-up, you're just going to drop it in the pad, and we've seen those missed drop shots consistently low when the player just rushes it.
Backhand by Urbieta, caught on the left side of Manu. Manu powerfully from the left side, caught by Urbieta. Inaki calls for the rebote, plays it back. Urbieta takes it in the air at the 11 line. Inaki now from the forehand. Hard to the inside, Urbieta is there. Urbieta from the 12 line. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand, straight back, wall to wall. Rebote, left side by Goixerri. Picked up by Manu. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, played by Inaki, caught in the air by Goixerri. Goixerri powerfully to the outside. Inaki's there, the carambola stopped on the left side by Goixerri, and a beautiful catch. Rebote placed at the side wall to score. Point and set to Inaki, and Manu winning the first set 6-4. We'll put 2 minutes on the board, come back out and play our next set. Wow.
Such a hard fought set there. Going to Inaki and Manu, 6-4. Not the first miss we saw from Urbieta that, you know, usually expect to see him bring those in. I mean, 2 in 1 set, and, you know, that's a difference in this high level match. Scoop by Inaki here. How about this catch by Goixerri, though?
Beautiful.
I mean, off the wall. It's the control element there that's the most difficult, and he does it beautifully. Rebote to the inside. It's a tough one because it's kicking right up on the wall, but Urbieta looks back and hand on the hip. He just can't believe it. Back here with Inaki. And Amigarena there in the hoodie. Behind him, Amigarena coming up next with Bueno. They'll take on Stan and Ben. But Inaki and Manu have beaten this team already once this season, the only team to do so, and, well, a set away from doing it again now. Led by Inaki up there in the front, as we said, most kills out of any player in Division I. Manu giving him great support in the backcourt, catching 97.5% in Division I this year. I mean, all 4 of these players are phenomenal. Urbieta 98%, Goixerri 98%. They're tied for 5th. Manu 97.5%, he's 10th, and Inaki not too far behind them. 13th in catch rate. So you know you're going to get into some longer points, but still the shot making by these 2 front quarters. Inaki just a little bit sharper in that first set. Blank look, you know, just a blank stare. Just got to
Ben's not doing treatments.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I guess you need to win the set for to get the treatment from Ben. That's what they don't tell you.
All
Renegades,
right.
you know, they do a lot of winning, so that's what we're used to seeing. But I heard that you go to like the last line, it's in like 0.5 font. Yeah, it does say that.
I don't have access to the Renegades playbook. I really don't.
Yeah. Says must win the set to get the spot treatment. We'll see if they can do it after this second set. Goixerri and Urbieta will have the serve.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our second set. Goixerri will have the serve for the Renegades.
Well, Goixerri came back and won the first 2 sets in the opening match today. Expected he's going to have a comeback here, but this is a tough team in Inaki and Manu. As good of an offense as they have in Inaki up in the front court, they have equally good defense, and not many teams can say that.
Goixerri serves. Our set has begun. Here's Manu from the backhand at the 13 line. Urbieta hard to the inside. Inaki's there. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote by Goixerri. Here's Manu. Rebote forehand. Rebote left side by Goixerri. Big right side by Manu. Urbieta coming out. Urbieta left side by Goixerri. To the side wall. Stopped by Manu. Urbieta forehand by Inaki. Inaki with a great grab there at the side wall. Keeps it on the side wall. Urbieta coming out. Manu from the 11 line. Inaki moves in. Attacks with the Costello. Drop shot.
Great shot.
Scores on the second bounce. Well done. Inaki and Manu of the Cyclones first up on the board here in our second set. Inaki serves.
Well, at this level, all it takes is one missed throw or one throw kind of up the middle. And you see here Goixerri, left side Urbieta, gives it to Inaki. And beautiful adjustment there, cutting off the swing and getting a drop shot off. Urbieta hanging deep in the backcourt, couldn't get there. Goixerri goes outside to defend the net.
Inaki definitely doing a good thing of changing things up there.
And that's a lesser plate option from Inaki,
Definitely.
too. He doesn't throw a ton of those, so credit to him for breaking one out. You see how far away the defense was from it, too.
Here's the backhand by Urbieta. Powerfully thrown. Stopped by Manu in the air. Urbieta. Forehand by Goixerri. Stopped by Inaki. Urbieta forehand. Straight back. Manu. Urbieta. He makes a save. Goixerri takes it out of the air. Split placement. Scoop by Manu. Carom by Manu. Lands in and scores. Inaki and Manu have 2 points and the serve.
Well, I said Manu has started off great in the first match, and he's carried it over into this. Another one's got it right on the tip. See how he breaks the wrist? That's the control element. It's just perfect.
That's how you stop the ball.
To throw a shot like that, you know,
and he looked. He let him know. He let him know that it was. Well, he wasn't telling him what he was going to do. He was making sure that he wasn't going to run in front of the ball.
Yeah, to throw a shot after making a catch of that difficulty, it's just world-class stuff from Manu. And that's the type of player he is in the back when he's on.
Absolutely. Here's the backhand by Urbieta. Manu from the 11 line. Manu on the backhand. Urbieta. Costello to the outside scores. That's beautifully executed by Goixerri. Goixerri and Urbieta are on the board with the point. Goixerri serves. See Inaki saluting Goixerri. Saying, hey, man, that was a nice shot. It was a really nice shot. His control here.
Yeah, nobody was expecting it from that close to the side wall. Both Cyclones pointing out to him.
Everyone on the court was saluting. Yeah, it just requires so much control to land that, and he did. A hard serve is well caught by Manu. Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Urbieta to the inside. Manu from the 13 line. Wall to wall. Urbieta coming out. That took a Magic City bounce, and Urbieta got out of the way nicely. Here's backhand by Inaki, caught by Urbieta. Backhand. Here's the backhand by Urbieta. Into the corner, out to the Urbieta. Inaki makes the save. Clears the overhead screen. Urbieta's there. Great catch by Goixerri. Outside he goes. That's off the frame of Inaki's cesta. 2-2. Goixerri serves.
Once again, it's just that one opportunity. Goixerri takes it and just shoots it straight outside. Throws it about as hard as he can, right at his feet, and hopes that he doesn't scoop it up. It's such a difficult catch that, you know, you can get away with that. 2-2. Now tied up.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow 4-2 serve. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's Manu on the backhand. Again. Big backhand by Urbieta, caught in the air by Manu. Urbieta forehand by Goixerri, caught on the forehand of Manu. Down low. Sends it back to pass. Urbieta forehand. Manu advances, takes it in the air. Urbieta forehand by Inaki. Urbieta to the inside by Inaki. Here's Urbieta, backhand. Caught by Inaki. Urbieta again. Urbieta, that rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand of Inaki, backhand. Low runner to the inside, scooped up by Manu. Urbieta forehand, thrown hard, caught in the air by Manu. Ball tipped in the corner. It's a third point for Inaki and Manu of the Cyclones. Inaki serves.
Another tough one. Urbieta's back beyond the 13 line, trying to pull it in off the side
corner.
wall. So
that corner is just such a difficult place to make those catches.
I know we've said he's made a couple mistakes today, but all of them have been on the sidewall, if not like on the numbers. You know, just as hard a catches as you can get there in the back.
Manu gets in there to make the Urbieta save. Passes the front quarter. Here is Urbieta. Manu now reaches out, backhand to the inside. Urbieta has a drop ball.
Wow.
That is a fourth point for Inaki and Manu. Inaki has the serve.
Now that one is a little bit surprising. The others, yes.
Manu, I think, Manu threw it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Manu, there was something changed in the way and the power that he threw it with. It wasn't as hard as the other ones. Wasn't exactly a floater.
No, but Urbieta was on the move and trying to step up and get in the air, but still in the air.
Yeah.
He moves up and makes all those catches.
Urbieta on the backhand to the inside. Inaki is mid-court. That's a backhand from the 8 line. Inaki from the 8. Backhand again. Wall to wall. Goixerri's looking for the Urbieta. Manu saves the Urbieta. Goixerri attacks. Has it at the 4 line to the outside it goes. Inaki makes the scoop. Keeps it away. That ball's in play. Inaki again. Drop shot dropped into the pad. And the pad is bad. Inaki is safe to the outside. The point goes to Goixerri and Urbieta.
Yeah. I mean, just a phenomenal catch here. Goixerri rips it outside. Look at the scoop. How does Urbieta come away with this in the backcourt? Switches to the right. Gets it off. But Inaki again, he's got it. Oh, just kind of throws it low. Top part of the pad. And still a ball game here in the second set. Could have been 5-2, just 4-3 now.
It's Inaki's hands behind his back. He's ready for the highlight cops for dropping it in the pad. We'll give him a warning on that one. And it appears that, yeah, the slide that Inaki, yeah, okay, so that slide, left a fairly large streak.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, close to the front court judge. We could see it back here. It's a different shade.
Exactly. That's about the 5 line. And the truth of the matter, yeah, right here. So, yeah, right behind the 4 at the 5 line. So suffice it to say, there are a number of players who so while Inaki's doing the slip and slide imitation right there, basically he left a streak. And if you're running after he's left that streak through that spot to try to stop a 2-wall,
yeah, that's a dangerous spot.
Your feet might come out from under you. Look at Bueno's getting quite a reception for drying that up. There you go. Great crowd. The streak on the court has been cleared. Play will resume. Goixerri serves. It's a hard serve by Goixerri that is stopped beautifully by Manu at the side wall. Here's the backhand by Urbieta. Backhand again by Urbieta. To the corner. Inaki for the rebote. Urbieta from the 10 line. Caught on the forehand of Inaki. Urbieta from the 12. Manu takes it in the air. Here's the backhand from deep in the backcourt. Urbieta now from the 12 line. Backhand by Urbieta. Urbieta again, backhand. Rebote by Inaki to the inside. Big bounce brought down by Urbieta. Again to the corner. Rebote saved by Inaki, dropping. Goixerri gets assessed on it. Rebote forehand right up the middle. Goixerri. Rebote to the inside. Inaki, rather Manu, backs up, makes a fantastic catch on the left side. Manu again. High on the left side, backhand. Rebote forehand save. Goixerri attacks, rifles it outside to score. 4-4 is the score. Goixerri serves.
Well, no reason to switch it up. The filo's been working well here, and as the match progresses, the ball's warmer and going to move quicker, and it makes it even tougher to read. He shoots it so quickly that it's almost by Inaki by the time he can react. Oh, what a catch.
Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Manu from the backcourt to the inside. Rebote forehand. Inaki from the 8 line. Urbieta goes to the inside, and Manu is there. Backhand from the 11. Inaki gets in there to make the rebote save. That kicks. It's caught by Urbieta. He plays it up from the forehand. Inaki, great catch overhead at the 8 line. Backhand by Manu, powerfully thrown. Urbieta's there. Rebote forehand. Goixerri makes the catch. Back to the inside he goes. Manu moves up and takes that in the air. Beautiful catch. Rebote is coming up the middle. Inaki makes a save to the inside. At the side wall, Urbieta's there. Catch by Inaki. Forehand over the top. Good catch by Goixerri coming into the side wall. Powerful backhand follows. 2-all. Stopped by Inaki. Inaki powerfully from the forehand, and it scores. 5 points for Inaki and Manu. This is possible match point.
After such a long rally, Goixerri shoots a 2-wall off the rebote. And I mean, quite frankly, it's just not a good one. I mean, Inaki catches it inside the boundary, and if you get it there, he's going to score with it more times than not. Beautiful cortada coming into the backcourt. And now 2 chances if the Cyclones need to close out this match.
Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Low runner thrown hard to the inside. Manu returns it low and hard on the left side. Inaki with the catch on the forehand. Hard throw to the inside. Goixerri's calling for the rebote. Inside placement stopped on the bounce by Manu. Manu powerfully from the forehand to the corner, out to the rebote. Goixerri sends it to the inside. Manu is there. Backhand thrown hard and caught by Urbieta. Rebote forehand by Inaki. Dropping. Great save on the rebote. Play to the inside by Goixerri. Beautiful catch again by Manu on the bounce. Goixerri sets up for the rebote. To the inside it goes. Manu is there. Backhand. Manu from the 12 line. With control, Urbieta takes it in the air. Catch by Inaki, backhand. Wall to wall, rebote coming up the middle. Goixerri's on it, hard to the inside, and Manu is there. Urbieta from the 13 line, powerful backhand. Rebote left side to the inside. That kicks, and Manu is in the corner with a tremendous catch. Catch by Inaki. Backhand from the 7, lower and harder. Urbieta's there. Manu in the corner again. That ball is dropping and scoring coming out of the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 5-5. This is possible set point for Goixerri and Urbieta, which would move us on to a third and final set. Possible match point for Inaki and Manu of the Cyclones.
Rebote here to the inside. Look how high it hits. Look at where this is flying into. It's in the corner. Manu's backing up. He doesn't want it, and then you see where it hits. It just kind of dies there, right between 2 panels. Sets up this 5-5. The previous matchup between these two, both sets 6-5, 6-5. First set 6-4, and here we are coming down to a decisive 11-point again. It's tight between these two teams, but Inaki and Manu with a chance to sweep the season series.
It's a beautiful catch by Manu and a powerful backhand, wall to wall. Catch by Manu on the outside. Manu brings it over the top. Ikawa does not bounce high enough. Beautiful catch by Manu overhead. Here's the backhand. Rebote by Inaki. Passes Goixerri. Goixerri for the rebote. It's up. Caught by Manu. Manu low runner to the inside, and it's tipped. Point set in a hard-fought match for Inaki and Manu, taking it in straight sets, 6-4, 6-5.
What a throw by Manu. Low runner inside, ends it in straight sets. Inaki and Manu defeat Goixerri and Urbieta again and give their team a 2-1 game day lead heading into match number 4. Bueno and Migarena step out against Stan and Ben. Take a look at that final sequence though. Rebote here to the inside. It kicks off the wall. Look at Manu, creates a little space, moves Goixerri just that little bit to the outside. Can't get there in the air. Urbieta all alone and just tipped that one. It was right along the side wall. Cyclones lead the game day 2-1. Game day score reflecting that win by Inaki and Manu, improving to 6-2 after that straight set win. We're going to hear from our winners, Inaki and Manu, over in the DraftKings Players Cage, giving their team the lead after that performance. Congratulations, Inaki and Manu. No other team has beaten Goixerri and Urbieta once this season. Now you guys have done it twice. What has been the key to limiting Goixerri's shot making and getting two crucial wins?
I mean, there is no key in these games. You gotta play aggressive, catch everything. You don't have, you can make any mistake. So that's the key. Don't make any mistake and play like we know how to play.
Well, you guys played at such a high level and you needed it. Congratulations on that win. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mucho Manu.